What are we talking about here? Are we talking about full-blown riots? Are we talking about people getting hurt? Are we talking about people scared to walk alone?
The Clark County Chambers was the site of an important session recently, a roundtable discussion about a turbulent time in our recent history, the Rancho High School riots.
There was a lot of outside influences in the world, in our country. The LA riots were going on, Martin Luther King.
Clips from an independent documentary were shown.
At this time, I'd like to introduce our guest panelists.
Moderated by former political science professor Martin Dean DiPaolo, the panel consisted of black and white students who attended the school during this period. The riots took place over a 6-year time frame, but the year 1971 was considered to be the most explosive. Assemblyman Harvey Mumford remembers it well.
You must look around Clark County at that period of time. There were no African American administrators. And that part of the reasons for the riots, because of some of the tensions have developed as a lack of, you could say, role models for the black kids. They didn't have that many black teachers. They didn't have there was no black administrators in terms of principals, or there was even a black head coach at that period of time of any of the sports.
The documentary was produced and directed by local filmmaker and Rancho High alum Stan Armstrong. Mr. Armstrong has created several excellent films, and the Rancho High School riots tells the story from his standpoint as a student.
Rancho was really one of the first true diverse school. So it's interesting having all of that diversity, and then with the events that were going on in the world, once again, it just filtered into our little black and white world at Rancho.
Brown versus the Board of
Actor Antonio Fargas narrated the film and lent his perspective to the panel.
When segregation was in full force, black communities and white communities got along together because everyone sort of knew their place. But once the Constitution and the laws brought people to where they had to confront each other and to see their differences and their similarities, it created this cauldron, and no one can really put their finger on it. Yes, because it was outside forces that sort of heated things up, that made for change, that made people want to want more, made people want to live in another community besides their own.
The film will be shown right here on Clark County Television throughout the month of February, which is Black History Month. For more information on the Rancho High School riots and other documentaries, visit www.desertrosefilms.com.